134 days ago, the University of San Diego played host to the franchise debut of the San Diego Loyal. On March 7th, there were 6,100 people in attendance here, a sellout crowd at Torero Stadium. A global incident, a pandemic, the coronavirus making things much different for Landon Donovan and squad as they return home here 4.5 months later. In a much different world here as they return to play in San Diego without fans here tonight. A huge thank you to those who are tuning in to us here this evening. As the USL gets back up and running, this is how things will look. There'll be updated substitution rules, a 16-game condensed schedule of which the Loyal will play tonight their 4th match already of the 2020 season. It'll be regional play in Group B for both of these teams here tonight, the San Diego Loyal and LA Galaxy 2. Alongside Shannon McMillan, our Hall of Famer, our Olympic gold medalist and World Cup champion, I'm Jack Cronin. And Shannon, as we return here, it was Charlie Adams who scored the lone goal for San Diego the last time they took the field.
Yes, and Charlie Adams, he's the linchpin for the midfield. He's going to look to control and break up any rhythm that the Galaxy 2 can get, and also look for him to be changing the point of attack early and often.
Our match tonight is presented by Rady Children's Hospital. On the other side for LA Galaxy 2 is Agustin Williams, and a side that likes to push.
Yeah, Agustin Williams, he is a true goal scorer. He's going to play in the high forward in the number 9 spot, and look for him to be trying to get in behind the back line of the Loyal all night long.
A huge match, and this could be a wide open one between these two teams. Now, as they return to play in the USL, it is Group B for both of these sides. And 7 points for San Diego and Phoenix not only leads this group, but the entirety of USL Championship.
Yeah, and with a condensed schedule, there's not a lot of points waiting out there. That makes each and every game that much more important.
You can see that Phoenix and San Diego have already played 3 times between the start of the season, which did carry over, and already here last weekend. The two sides are warming up here at Torero Stadium, which will play without fans, an obviously different world that we are now living in because of the pandemic. But these two sides are ready to roll here tonight. And our starting lineups are presented by Rady Children's Hospital. We begin with the San Diego Loyal and Landon Donovan.
Yeah, the Loyal, it's a 4-4-2, but it's going to look more like a 3-5-2, and key for them is going to be Avila and Metcalf. Can they absorb the pressure of Los Dos and then also look to counterattack into the space that's left open by them throwing so many players high?
No doubt. And for that Los Dos side, they are going to try and push things here. I mean, it's going to be a wide open contest between these two sides. See San Diego with that back line and a great, strong defensive look. Can they contain, for LA Galaxy 2, their up front attack?
Yeah, and Los Dos will play a 4-3-3, but they are not afraid to throw numbers forward. So offensively, it's going to look like a 3-4-3 and even a 3-3-4 at times. Number 50, Yvonne Gutierrez. He's very fast with the ball at his feet, and in addition to Williams, he's going to be looking to get in behind. He actually caused a lot of trouble last week for Phoenix and was very close to scoring a goal.
Well, again, we so appreciate you tuning in here tonight. Given the circumstances, this is our match for you here, and we thank you for tuning in tonight. Here at the top of the hour, San Diego returns home for the first time since March 7th. The franchise debut back here at the University of San Diego. We are ready for kick here tonight from USD.
Hurry into Sprouts Farmers Market for your favorite summer fruits. From the sweetest cherries, mouth-watering melons, and the juiciest peaches and nectarines. Shop the freshest produce at the best prices only at Sprouts Farmers Market.
I have good news for you. You have a huge heart and a mind that was able to imagine all of this.
You're helping to save lives.
Every day. Thank you for daring to imagine health differently.
Together, we're changing the future.
For good. For good.
For good.
For good.
That's the whole mission, saving the world.
Imagine a better one.
Get in, I'll show you.
Stay naked.
Nailed it.
You be brave. Something's out there.
Let's not lose money.
I just want to say thank you.
Goodbye, boys. To going out on top together.
Rated E for everyone.
We are loyal to our community, our region, and our culture. Through this beautiful game, we build camaraderie, pride, and experiences that will live for generations to come. Loyal is more than just our name. It's our mantra. We will always celebrate what it means to be San Diego. For now, for always, for San Diego.
From Torero Stadium in San Diego, the National Anthem playing here at Torero Stadium. The players, in honor of the Black Lives Matter movement, kneeling here during the anthem, their positions across the field. San Diego is wearing their dark kits, their charcoal kits, the Black Lives Matter that they're selling to the general public here, as well as the Pride armbands as well.
Thank you.
And again, a moment taken as well before kickoff tonight. No fans in attendance. The coronavirus pandemic continues here after 6,100 attended the opener for the San Diego Loyal, their franchise debut. We are back home here for the first time in 4.5 months for these two sides. Jack Cronin, Shannon McMillan with you here tonight. You see the dasher boards, the united front of the USL. And these teams tonight, Los Angeles and San Diego, and across the championship here tonight. We have a false restart here momentarily. And we'll get things underway in just a moment. But it's a great united message here, Shannon, that these teams are presenting.
Absolutely, and everyone knows we're grateful to be out here playing with everything going on right now. It's a beautiful night to have our season kickoff 2.0. The only thing we are missing are the fans and, of course, our supporters group, the locals who keep the energy going. So the players are going to have to rely on themselves tonight to keep that energy up.
Man, it is a huge honor to be doing this here where so many are not allowed to attend. And so we are in such appreciation for those who are tuning in to share in this experience of what we're able to do here. So San Diego in the black jerseys, LA Galaxy 2 in the white jerseys tonight from Torero Stadium. It's the fourth match of the season for the San Diego Loyal side. They already have 7 points atop Group B with Phoenix. 25% of the shortened season restart will already be over after here tonight. And our first whistle and restart from Ricardo Fierro, our head referee for this evening. John Kempen is starting in goal for the Loyal. A 26-year-old from Kansas on loan from the Columbus Crew. This will be his third consecutive start for the Loyal. And early on, the Shadows are going to play an interesting part of this match with the sun setting over the Pacific, a view you do have from Torero Stadium normally on the campus of USD. But right now about 2/3 of the field in shadows, the other one in the bright sunlight for our first few moments.
Yeah, but that sun's going to set quickly. Fortunately, it's not in the goalkeeper's eyes, so that's a very important factor. But as this game starts to settle in, we're going to see a much faster-paced game than we saw last week when the Loyal took on the Monarchs. They went up there with a game plan to combat the heat and the altitude and the reigning champions. They got a huge 3 points off the road. They know Los Dos are going to press them, and Loyal are going to fall back into their high-pressing game, so we should see a lot of action tonight.
And LA Galaxy 2 sent 4 players to Orlando with the big club starting up the new MLS tournament. And so this is a shorthanded squad that's come down from Carson tonight to face off against the San Diego Loyal. Getting the start up top for San Diego tonight is Francis Atuahene. Out of Michigan, the 4th overall pick in the draft by FC Dallas. Is on loan from the MLS side here to San Diego Loyal, and he's starting up top. The early targets, along with Tumi Moshabane for San Diego, and an early chance for the Loyal. And just with the right foot on top to break things up for Los Dos. And a nice early chance as they push.
Yeah, and Colin Martin there picks it up, and he's trying to slip the ball into Moshabane. Unfortunately, it took a little bit of a clip off the defender's leg. Wasn't a clean enough pass, but Toomey finds a way to get in great positions in the box. So what's important for him now is to finish it, have that execution in there, and put away those chances early, because he knows and the team knows they left a lot of goals unanswered out there in Utah last weekend.
All right, here's Jack Metcalf for the corner. This is how San Diego scored against the Real Monarchs last weekend. With the lone goal of the match, 2 assists for Metcalf out of England, and they play it back. It was quite the opposite of the play that started things off, and the flag is up. This will be an early offside call. San Diego just out of position. And a nice idea, though, to play it back and then into the box.
Yeah, everyone's used to seeing us play that ball in, back post, looking for Joe. They play it short this time. Los Dos does a great job of stepping out, and they catch Greenspan offside. So that's a great defensive play by Los Dos. But Greenspan has to have eyes on that and stay on sides, because that's a great scoring opportunity there that's unfortunately taken away.
Greenspan, what a weapon he is, no matter where he plays. They have shifted him from center back to the right side of the defense. In the Navy Reserves, was actually stationed in San Diego for 2016 season while on active duty, the Naval Academy grad, a lieutenant. And always a great target given his size on some of these set pieces, as we saw before the offside call.
Absolutely, and Greenspan, he's a force out there with his height. He very rarely, if ever, gets beat over the top, and he's a tackler. He's gonna go through people to get that ball, as we see right there.
Yeah, just, unfortunately, a collision early on. Omar Ontiveros down for the Galaxy 2 side. San Diego was already playing in their 4th match. Remember, they had 2 before the season was suspended because of the pandemic. They had an opening draw in front of the 6,000 plus here in San Diego, and then the win at Tacoma. Here's the collision with Greenspan.
As we said, he's going to go after everything. Unfortunately, he's so tall that Omar's not able to get high enough and just gets the full weight and the full brunt of Greenspan coming through, going for the ball.
I mean, the tallest player on the field, one of the biggest players out there, and unfortunately a collision there, but it's good to see that Ontiveros is up and he's able to walk off for LA Galaxy 2, a very good sign. So here we go on the restarts. Ontiveros being checked out by the 4th official. And as for the moments, we'll still have 10 on the field. And as Shannon said, they like to push up, so they will have numbers for it. Ontiveros is back on, even on both sides. Room in the middle here with a left foot fired away and saved nicely. John Kempen diving to his right, able to force that one away.
And that's a great save there by John. It's hit well, but it has a little bit of a bend on it, so John does well just to get his hands behind it and push it off to the side. You see here, a great ball in front, a great touch there by Hernandez. A bending ball, and Kempen's able, as we said, to get behind that and just push it off to the side.
Cleared away by Greenspan. Off the corner on the restarts. And here's the chances that San Diego will have on these counters. Galaxy able to get back very nicely.
And that's going to be key for Los Dos. If they're going to continue to throw so many numbers forward, they're going to have to do the work to get back defensively, because Loyal's going to look to exploit that space that they leave.
to the opposite side now. And played too long, back to San Diego. Loyal with Sal Zizzo, Grant Stoneman scored against Real last week. And of course, Joe Greenspan on that back line. Gutierrez. Ratio, good pressure for the Loyal here early on. And now dispossessed, here we go. Loyal off and running. Up front, Atuahene with room to run. Atuahene fires away and it's wide. Just off to the right on a strike from Francis Atuahene. First opportunity of the match, and it's a good one for San Diego.
Yeah, Moshabani does well to find Atuahene in the open space, but you're going to see here, Jalen Neal does a great job closing the space and coming back and forces Atuahene off to the right side. He does a great job allowing his keeper to stay to that near post and force the shot wide. It's a great defensive recovery run from Neal.
Playing short here. And now, Galaxy 2 can move forward, intercepted. Metcalf, who is a creator wherever he goes. One more chance. Atuahene now, and the flag is up. Second time San Diego's been caught. So an offside call once more.
Loyal takes pride, though, in pressing and counter-pressing, and Metcalf does a great job right there to step, to win the ball, and find Atuahene that was awfully close. But as you saw, the AR did call him offsides there. But that's what Loyal wants to see, winning that ball in their defensive or offensive third and being closer to goal to create opportunities.
So Landon Donovan, the most decorated men's soccer player in U.S. history. Spent a lot of his club time with the LA Galaxy, won 4 of his record 6 MLS Cup championships. With the Galaxy on the MLS side, the MVP trophy named in his honor. And on the restarts, still sending it to the corner and long.
And without a doubt, Landon brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to this club. That's stuff that he can pass on to these guys. You can't put a price on that. So he's built an incredible culture to this point. The guys are learning, and he's just a great supporter, and he believes in his players, and he's a phenomenal leader for this team.
Amazing the luxury it is to have Donovan involved with this franchise. Trying to build things up. Back into the box, Greenspan is there. And San Diego with a chance now to counter. Again, Atuahene running wide. It's been the target here 3 times. Just 2 years ago, he was the 4th overall pick in the Super Draft. Originally out of Ghana, capital city of Accra. We know what the Black Stars can do on the international side, given what the U.S. men's team had to deal with for a decade long. And now, wait in the middle for Moshabane. Alvarez switching sides for Metcalf. Back for Greenspan. Very accurate cross pass there for Greenspan, completing the width of the field in perfect fashion.
And this is great possession right now for Loyal. They're taking the sting out of the game. They're setting their own tempo and making Los Dos chase and moving the ball from side to side, which is very hard to defend. And you're going to see they're going to find the point to get after it with a more direct ball shortly.
And simply cleared here by Grant Stoneman, who had the goal last week. Of Illinois. Former Loyola Rambler. Enjoyed the press so far from all levels of the Loyal lineup.
Yeah, it's so important when you can press like that and not let the other team start getting some passes in rhythm. You keep them disjointed, and you set the tone of the game.
That one, though, is wide. After that perfect pass earlier from Greenspan wide, looking for Metcalf. But you're right. If you force the tempo upon your opponent, San Diego's done a good job early on here. Agustin Williams with 3 defenders surrounding him. Charlie Adams takes it away. The hero of the franchise opener 4.5 months ago. Now, on the cross. Working it back into the middle of the left foot again. Punched up by Kempen and over the crossbar. Well, defense on the shots from Mauricio. And it will be another corner for Los Dos.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate giveaway there from Toomey as he tried to change the point in our defensive third. That's dangerous. But you're going to see here, Hernandez does a great job. A clean touch and fires it. Kempen fully stretched out to touch it over to give him another corner kick. You can't afford too many opportunities like this, though.
Now they swing it in. Kempen got a left hand on it, and now it's cleared. We'll see what the counter is like for San Diego as it's pushed high. And Tuahene is giving chase. Well, he has been active. He has been up front there. Tuahene, who was on loan here from the MLS side, is a huge asset playing that number 9 up top for San Diego. Now around, Gutierrez.
And that's Gutierrez. He gave Phoenix Rising all kinds of trouble. Sprinting forward like that, he's so fast with the ball at his feet, he causes a lot of chaos. And Loyal's going to have to absorb that and not let him get too much ground.
13 minutes in. San Diego's had a couple opportunities with the Tuahene. Kempen has been challenged twice. Again, they fire it in, but there's that size of Joe Greenspan. And now a turn. Colin Martin. Beautiful play in space. Metcalf on the one-timer, sending it right into the box.
That's great deception there by Colin Martin. He's able to settle the game. He finds Metcalf. It's a great idea to go down the flank like that, but unfortunately it was a little too heavy. And you have Romero who's playing off his line. He's easy to pick up for him.
Martin played for DC United, for Minnesota. Had the assist, the opening assist against Tacoma before the season was stopped. One of the 2 goals for Tuahene. Now back in the box. There is Greenspan once more to clear things away. Boy, I miss the locals. Joe says no. I miss it. But this is what we're in. And it's an incredible tribute to this franchise, to everybody in the USL. The perseverance to get back up and running, the discipline to do it.
And kudos to the players for taking care of themselves, their families. They're healthy. They're clear to be able to be out here playing. We know the locals. We know our season ticket holders. We know all of our fans are watching at home. They know they're missed. And hopefully in a matter of time we can start getting at least a smaller group out here and build into more.
Yeah, it's just the world we are living in now. Landon and this team, Andrew Vasiliadis, Warren Smith, the perseverance here over the last 4.5 months, what everybody is facing. And to be able to put things back together here and start 134 days later.
Yeah, and there's no words that can describe the ownership and the leadership of this organization. They've definitely cemented the name Loyal, and we're here to stay. The investment and the care that they've given not only just the players on the field, but everyone in the office has been nothing but first class. And I have no doubt that this organization is not only going to be in San Diego, here to stay, but filling out bigger and larger stadiums and making a run for the championship in no time.
Right now with 7 points, the top Group B with Phoenix. Loyal with opportunity in their 4th match already.
Yeah, but you talk to Coach Miller, and he knows these points are important before they face the likes of Orange County, Sac Republic, and Phoenix. So it's a very important 3 points on the line tonight. Coach Nate and Coach Landon know that, and they've got the guys prepared and well in mindset for that too.
And Sacramento will be here for an extra year, as it was announced this week. So Warren Smith's former club. Martin, 3 white jerseys around him, plays it back. Possession so far in the first 15 minutes of our play here as we enter the 18th. 59-41 in favor of Los Angeles. And Galaxy 2 with about 85% accuracy as San Diego 72. So early on, Galaxy a nice cross there. Again, it's Greenspan who's in the way. Another corner here. Galaxy 2 has the advantage early on, the first 18 minutes. Getting to the corner side. Again, swung in. Kempen gets two hands on this one. Still in the box, though. Fired back in and wide to the left. It never was cleared across the face of goal and wide left. And a chance for Galaxy. Jesus Vasquez knowing you got a chance.
Yeah, you're going to call this your typical center back shot on goal. He does a great job there to beat Colin Martin and just plays it just wide. John Kempen's definitely given us huge sigh of relief there, but when you give your opponents too many corner kicks and you can't clear that initial ball, stuff like that happens, and that's so dangerous because that could take a deflection easily, and it's in the back of the net.
Martin plays it ahead. Tuahene Moshabane are up top tonight for Landon Donovan and the Loyal. Charlie Adams. At the Stoneman and a whistle, and it's going to go to San Diego. Ricardo Fierro is our referee for this evening. So early on, possession, accuracy, favoring Los Dos.
Yeah, they're definitely having more of the play right now. Loyal's doing too much absorbing of the runs. They've got to be a little bit more. We had that pocket of possession in there where they started to slow the game and get their rhythm, but they've got to find more of that, and they can't just always be for the long ball.
With the way the sun is setting now, almost all of the field is covered now in the shadow, so we're at a pretty consistent mark right now. 74 degrees at kickoff in San Diego. Nice breeze here at Alcala Park, University of San Diego.
And right now, Los Dos, the way they're possessing the ball more is they're winning that midfield battle. The first and second balls, the header and picking up that second ball. That's where Loyal needs to step it up. Midfield battles can cost you a game if you don't win them.
Adams trying to switch. Anthony Ramos out of Torrance, playing the Galaxy Academy, is in goal tonight for the Galaxy 2 side. Vasquez, who had that last shot on goal in the ricochet off the corner. Left back, Mauricio. Both sides have switched nicely here tonight. Run to the touchline. Third whistle.
Yeah, late tackle there by Martin. Finds a yellow card for him. Vasquez takes a great touch to get around him. Collins just a step too late and catches his leg. That's a definite yellow card.
Vasquez has been very active here in the first 20 minutes of this match. And as Shannon said, our first yellow will be issued here to Colin Martin.
And you're going to see here, Vasquez just has a great first touch. There's no intent there by Martin, but because of that great first touch, it puts him in such a bad position. And actually, that's not necessarily a bad place to foul him. but unfortunate to pick up a yellow card for sure.
Martin out of Wake Forest, an early assist here. 25-year-old Maryland native. Adam Saldana out of Panorama City will have the restart for the Galaxy. Gutierrez will swing it back. A misstep has given San Diego a chance. Now they fire it back up top. Greenspan recovering and back to Kempen. That's Bawa playing it forward. Greenspan again there. The defender of the year in the USL last season for Pittsburgh. Stationed on the USS Sampson in 2016, right here in San Diego. His career on the pitch has brought him back to America's finest city. He's still in the reserves after graduating from the Naval Academy and being drafted into the MLS ranks. And allowed to play and become a reservist and work in public affairs and go back to DC. An amazing life.
Yeah, and he's such an incredible leader, both on and off the field, from his naval service, the Naval Academy, to his work ethic on the field.
Saldana. Greenspan's been the most active here in the first 20 minutes. He had 18 touches for San Diego, so he has been the most active for the Loyal. Metcalf is next with 14.
Yeah, Los Dos, they definitely love their left side, that's where they're overloading it, especially with Gutierrez pushing forward. Metcalf and Greenspan are having to absorb that. There's a great step by Colin Martin. Unfortunate giveaway there, though.
Adams able to come up with it. And again, Greenspan, who's been active, he can shift back into that center role, which he had early in the year before the injury that kept him out of the Vegas and Tacoma matches. But he was back against Real Monarchs and here tonight.
Yeah, and Coach Nate said the change just made sense. Joe's actually got a little bit more speed out there. He's a solid tackler, and Stoneman has the best understanding of the three of them of how a three-back works. So they slide him into the middle to try to control it there and let Joe just go after it out wide.
Excellent challenge from Grant Stillman. It gives possession back to San Diego. Flag stays down, but there was really nothing that Martin could do about it. He was looking towards the linesman.
Yeah, Martin knew he was offside, so he just held his run. No need to run when you're that clearly off. The referee lets the play continue wisely.
Wisely, indeed. And quick restart here. Fire back in toward goal. Kempen is there.
You see now, Loyal are trying to put Metcalf and Alvia a little bit higher. They're getting sucked so far back because of the press of Los Dos that it hurts us more on the offense.
Yeah, Galaxy too, at times they're pushing 4 on their top line. Press and press and press ahead.
Yeah, their 4-3-3 looks like a 3-3-4 offensively. It's a risk that they can pick up a goal, they're gonna enjoy it, but teams can solve that pressure. They leave themselves exposed at the back, but Loyal, except for the couple of chances early, haven't been able to do that just yet.
Junior Gonzalez, national champion at UCLA in '97. His second stint at the USL club. And here we go. Atuahene right to the top of the box. And it is blown out by Jesus Vasquez. A nice job to recover.
And with a tackle like that, that's why he's your captain. He's been all over the field, and he honestly makes a goal-saving tackle right there on Atuahene.
Atuahene had another great opportunity. He has been in position all night.
Yeah, and you can see right here, because of the press, they pick it up. Atuane's got a great look as he thinks he's taking a shot. There comes Vasquez with a solid tackle. That is great 1v1 defending and saving a great opportunity that Loyal almost had.
Now they press ahead once more here. Agustin Williams pressing ahead. Vasquez has been brilliant for Galaxy 2. First 27 minutes tonight. Down to the touchline and wide. Well, San Diego Loyal season tickets, memberships are on sale right now for the 2021 season. You can put down your $50 deposit, get priority seating. You can visit sandiegoloyal.com, sdloyal.com/tickets, or you can email tickets at sdloyal.com. San Diego Loyal season ticket memberships with a $50 deposit for the 2021 season up and ready right now. This is Grant Stoneman, who had the goal last weekend and who has been one of the linchpins back there defensively for the Loyal and Landon Donovan.
And he found himself on Team of the Week because of his solid defensive play last week against the Monarch and also being the goal scorer that brought the huge 3 points home for them.
All right, so now as part of the restarts, the hydration breaks will be available here at the referee's discretion, and they will take one in both halves. And so we take one here at the 28-minute mark, the 29th minute. And again, these are mandated. There will be one in each half. And it's different wherever you go and play, as it was last week at altitude and down here in San Diego. But these are, as part of the restart, to get guys back up and make sure they have their legs under them, a very good advantage.
Yeah, and they're at the referee's discretion. Obviously, if one team's, going into goal and they have a lot of the possession and stuff, they're not going to kill it there, but obviously this is a great natural stop within the game with Stoneman going down with a little bit of an injury. It's a great timing for the referee to let everyone catch their breath and get a drink and have a word with their coaches.
Well, coming up at halftime here, we're going to speak with San Diego Loyal President Warren Smith. Not only are the Loyal back in action here on the pitch, but they are also one of two bidders going after a potential new stadium in the Midway District of San Diego, one of the great redevelopment opportunities in San Diego coming up here. The city right now, in fact, through tomorrow, has their website up. They're asking for public input. The Loyal looking to build a 15,000-seat stadium, temporary facilities. And sportsarenainput.org is where the city of San Diego right now is taking input for that plan for the sports and entertainment districts in the Midway District.
Yeah, and part of the leadership from the ownership to the front office with Warren Smith, he's been there, done that with Sac Republic. There's a vision. This temporary stadium is going to be 15 because we know we're going to outgrow where we're at Torero Stadium once we're finally allowed fans. That next step is a temporary 15,000-seat stadium until we can find a true home where we can get up to almost 30,000 and just have that place rocking for every home game.
Well, much more with Warren Smith coming up at halftime on that. For now, we're out of the hydration break, and we'll have one of these in each period. And off the restarts, Grant Stoneman is back on for San Diego. So we're at full strength on both sides. Greenspan back ahead. Moshabane. Colin Martin making a run right to the top of the box. Moshabane is there, playing it out wide and cut off.
And there you see that press from the Loyal trying to win it in that attacking third. Vasquez for Los Dos again making a great game-saving tackle right there. Loyal has them pinned in and unfortunately gets a foul to get themselves out of trouble.
Galaxy have been in control here for the early 30 minutes of this match. The possession numbers are 63-37 in favor of Galaxy 2, and now they cross. Bit of a miss hit, but still a chance. Wide to the far side and in. Kempen tracking it down, and it's still in play for Greenspan. And Loyal had more chances, So LA's been more accurate and had more possession.
And that's the crazy game of soccer. You can possess all day, but if you don't take advantage of those opportunities in the 18-yard box of final third, possession doesn't mean anything if the other team can capitalize on one of their few chances.
Greenspan. They play it back. Vasquez, the captain, who's been brilliant early on.
Yeah, without Vasquez in the back for Los Dos, I think Loyal would easily be up a couple goals right now. He's made some massive tackles to kill the play for them at the top of their 18-yard box.
Sal Zizzo, the captain for San Diego. Patrick Henry High School here in town called for that. Quick stoppage, and the restart will go to the Galaxy. Zizzo spent nearly a decade in the MLS ranks. 4 years in the Bundesliga, out of UCLA. Patrick Henry Patriots. Back and captaining his hometown side. They swing it in. And all the way to the touchline, no harm done.
Yeah, and that's something that Zizzo takes such pride in. He was actually retired. He had moved on to selling real estate, and all of a sudden Landon Donovan says, hey, we're starting a team in your hometown, and without a hesitation, he gets out of the real estate world and straps those boots back on. And each and every game that he's out here, fans or no fans, it means an awful lot to him to be a part of the founding team, Team 1 for his hometown.
What a great back line, Zizzo with Stoneman and Greenspan. And challenge there. Gutierrez, nicely done with the left foot. Yvonne Gutierrez. Greenspan restarts. Got good position there. Does not turn into an attack for San Diego. Tavares. On Gutierrez into the box. Tavares and played out for another corner. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select, the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products, special offers, visit selectsportamerica.com. It's another corner here for Los Dos. Again, they have been dangerous and had way more opportunities. Headed away. There's Greenspan who got another chance at it. Again, not cleared on that first try. Flag stays down and just kicked out wide by Kempen. Oh, he just got a hand on it. And it goes a goal kick for San Diego. A lucky break and a heck of a save for Kempen.
That is a great save right there by Kempen. What a great reactionary save. And again, it's Vasquez. He's causing trouble in the offensive third. Here you see, you don't win that, it's not cleared, pops back in, and there he is, Vasquez. I don't think he realized how wide open he was. He had time to settle that down and actually get a better shot on. But a great reactionary save by Kempen to just push it wide of the post.
Kempen, nice job, got two hands on it. But again, there's that lack of clearance off these corners for San Diego.
Yeah, Loyal has to win those first and second balls. They've got to get better clearance. Because right now, Kempen's seeing more action than he has all year.
Now another chance, played out wide. Stoneman down the line, looking for a cross. Stoneman sends it into the box, high to the air, and just over top of Alvarez. Loyal still with another chance here. Whistle, and it actually goes against the Loyals. This will go the Galaxy too. So another chance to a good push. The Loyal have been pretty good getting on attack and getting on counter. even without the possession numbers.
Yeah, when you can find Jack Metcalf out wide with space and time, he's going to get you the delivery. You saw Loyal pushing to get in the box. And right there, Toomey, obviously a high kick. That's definitely a foul in the box.
Still in play here. And the officials are going to play advantage here, so they keep going. Gutierrez with a run against two defenders. Top of the box with the left foot. Taken down by Greenspan. Inadvertent handball, so no call from the referee. Play on. That's twice now. Ricardo Fierro has let things go, rightfully so.
And that's a great non-call by the referee.
Yes.
He's right on top of the play. There was no flailing arm, so if it's tied, pinned to his side, that is not a handball. That's a great non-call.
I agree, absolutely. Here's Greenspan. Put ahead for a Tua Hene. And this is going to be a throw-in for San Diego.
Now, if you're Loyal, you want to keep Los Dos pinned in their defensive third. Try to keep creating opportunities. They're letting too much of the play fall to Los Dos. Now's the opportunity to get something off of this.
Play back nicely. Alvarez chips it forward. Nobody home. Alvarez. Just past Moshavani, who had decent positioning there. And here comes Los Dos on the counter themselves. Played out wide. Sebastian Nava. Into the box. Nava. And taken down nicely by Eric Avila. San Diego native, La Costa Canyon. Beautiful slide from Carlos Alvarez. Los Angeles native. Here's now Moshabane up the left side. Now it's going to be San Diego on the restart here. Sprouts Farmers Market is bringing something fresh to the neighborhood. Enjoy the best in farm fresh produce, high quality meats, and aisles of good for you groceries. Plus some surprises as well. Head over and see what's in season. Visit sprouts.com for all the details. Played ahead, flag is down. Atua Hene cuts it back with a chance here to the left. Atua Hene, oh, off the post! Best chance of the night for the Loyal, off the post, and it's still in play. Well, Atua Hene is so dangerous. This restart will go to the Loyal. Now pushing and shoving here from Charlie Adams. Adams is hot. Ricardo Fierro's going to sort things out. I think he's had a great match so far. And he's going to hand out a yellow here to Hernandez. So a yellow on both sides now. And Fierro calm, backing things away.
Yeah, and Charlie's the enforcer out there. He's one of those that you do not want to pick a foul up on, because that's going to fire him up, and a fired up Charlie Adams is a good thing for the San Diego Loyal.
Adams is still talking there. We say he was intentionally hit. We'll see a replay. Oh man, Atua Hene.
Such a beautiful left-footed try, bending around, but a matter of inches, it just comes off of that goalpost. He was actually on sides, though, because the ball through was a deflection. So he was a yard off, but because it was a deflection, he was actually on sides. That's why the AR kept his flag down. Again, another great job by the referee crew.
Very nice first half here. From the guys in blue. And so Adams. Play it off the restart. In with the left foot. Into the box. It's Greenspan. Got a chance at it. The flag is up. So again, the flag up here to the near side.
That's a great ball there by Charlie. And what Greenspan's trying to do is play it back across the goal. Not sure if he was offsides there, if he got called for a little bit of a push, but that was a brilliant ball driven to that far post that Greenspan was trying to keep alive by playing it back across the face.
San Diego's been burned a couple of times on the offside flag. And you have to think Atua Hene's going to get one of these. He's had so many opportunities.
He's definitely finding himself in some really good opportunity and great positioning.
Gutierrez now with the left foot, plays it across, and Kempin's right there. Back to the top of the box. Greenspan fires that one back away. Kempin has been busy, and he's been fantastic.
And we mentioned that in the start. Gutierrez is so quick with the ball at his feet, and he hits that ball well. It's knuckling. Kempin does a great job to get his body behind that. But Gutierrez, he's also someone finding himself in really good positions, and these guys have to put these chances away early because these are the opportunities that can come back to bite you in the game if you're not taking advantage of them.
Kempin on loan from Columbus Crew. Greenspan there to clear things away. San Diego dropped everybody back. Could have been a de facto in a corner from where it was on the field. Here's the captain, Jesus Vasquez. He's going to stay with Galaxy 2. Taveros plays it back across. Isaac Bawa. This Galaxy 2 side, very impressive. They had the possession numbers tonight. They are playing shorthanded without 4 of their best in Orlando with the big club right now.
Yeah, but in fairness, when you think of someone, an organization like the LA Galaxy, you would think with the notoriety and the history they have that they have the depth of players that whether they send 2 or 3 with the MLS team, that they could still compete at this level, and they're showing that tonight. I was actually curious to see what we'd see after a 4-0 loss last week. They could have had their heads down, but they came out tonight and they're fighting.
They have had the advantage in possession here through 43 minutes. It's 61-39 in favor of LA in terms of possession. San Diego has been better in the air. 60-40 on those 50-50 balls, and 60-40 San Diego, so it's going to go wide.
And again, that possession, if you possess, you can possess all day, but if you don't possess with a purpose, or you don't possess and take advantage of your opportunities, it could mean nothing at the end of the day.
I mean, I feel like San Diego's had, especially with Atua Hene up top, has had the better opportunities.
They've definitely had the better looks, and I think that's something that Nate and Landon will address at halftime. If they can clean up the first and second balls and release Metcalf and Avila a little bit earlier, they'll be happy with that. But right now, they've got to get those first and second balls solved.
The referee has indicated there'll be a minimum of 4 minutes.
We got 4 minutes of extra time here, stoppage time. 4 minutes added on by Ricardo Fierro, our referee. We'll play at least 4 more. LA with the advantage in possession. San Diego with some of the great opportunities. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2020. Sign up today and get alerts all year long following your club on ESPN.com. Search for your home team, in this case, perhaps the San Diego Loyal, right? And click on the follow button, keep up with the latest news and scores, get reminders on the next match. Again, it's ESPN.com, click follow for your club. Greenspan has been everywhere and a big part of why San Diego wins so many aerial battles with lieutenants along the back line. Alvarez, back for Zizo. Now Stoneman has taken over that center back role. Played forward just ahead of Martin.
That's actually something that Coach Nate and Landon worked on with Colin Martin, was drawn and absorbing that pressure, and Colin sitting in that space between our front runners and midfield and winning that area, because they've noticed that early on Galaxy leaves that open. So that's something they worked on that unfortunately wasn't able to execute right there, but that's a set play.
About 2 minutes or so left in this opening half. Saldana. Again, the Galaxy holding on in a pretty dominating possession period. Now they swing it in. Played back by Metcalf. And we'll go for a throw-in.
Yeah, because Loyal are very organized behind the ball. They're able to absorb that and let the possession happen, but it hasn't been able to hurt them too much to this point. But they sure would like to have capitalized on one of those opportunities they created on the other end to have some breathing room.
Mauricio. Saldana. Greenspan had a chance at it there. That one's actually going to go as a restart for San Diego. And a decent ball through.
That's a great ball through, and you could see there the look on his face. He knows he should have done something better with that. But it came in so quickly, I don't think he had time to really react and redirect it, so it just kind of glances off of him.
Kempen, who's played in the MLS on and off since 2012, the last 8 seasons. Actually spent a lot of time with the Galaxy. Comes off his line here and makes a nice stop. Right on that line. And kept in play. Zizzo coming across to challenge. This is Jalen Neal now. Running out of time in the opening half. Played in, Kempen's right there. And that'll do it. So our first half comes to a close. Scoreless. And the possession definitely favored Los Dos with a couple of great opportunities up top for Francis Atuahene.
Yeah, and if you're Los Dos, you're going to look to how to create better opportunities on goal. You're very thankful for having Vasquez as your captain and center back because he's definitely killed some plays. Loyal, they've got to figure out how to win those air balls and then pick up that second ball and take a little bit of a sting out of the game by having a little bit more possession.
Well, Kempen had the ball come to him 13 times there in that first half. A couple of nice saves keep San Diego even. We are scoreless after period number 1 here from San Diego tonight in the USL.
Muhammad Ali, the goals, Hendricks, Zeppelin. The sports arena is a unique part of San Diego's history. Now is our chance to give future generations the opportunity to build their own memories here. The Midway Sports and Entertainment District would modernize the existing sports arena at no cost to taxpayers. It's our chance to convert a parking lot into a 12-acre regional park that is open to the public. A project that honors San Diego, developed by longtime San Diegans. Make memories, friends, jobs, homes. Breathe new life into the sports arena.
At Chosen Foods, we are inspired by the vibrant culinary lifestyle of the Baja Med and, of course, by avocados. From our flagship avocado oil to our family of dressings, mayos, simmer sauces, and guacamoles, the versatility of all Chosen Foods avocado-based products offer you the freedom to be both healthy and creative in the kitchen. Join us in the sun-drenched utopia of Chosen Foods, the avocado. Celebrate it.
We are loyal to our community, our region, and our culture. Through this beautiful game, we build camaraderie, pride, and experiences that will live for generations to come. Loyal is more than just our name. It's our mantra. We will always celebrate what it means to be San Diego. For now, for always. for San Diego.
Halftime here presented by Stone Brewing. We are scoreless through 45. San Diego Loyal, LA Galaxy 2 from Torero Stadium in San Diego. And it's not the only thing happening here on the restart in the USL for this Loyal franchise. Playing just their 4th match in history, they have amazing plans. Torero Stadium is a beautiful facility here in San Diego. Team presidents Warren Smith and some of these great planners now have a chance to dive into the Midway districts. We'll get a chance to see what the bid is like here in the city of San Diego for a potential new stadium.
So you may be hearing in the community a little bit about a modular facility at the sports arena, and I just wanted to take a minute to share a little bit about that with you. From the moment we moved to this market, all of our research showed that we really needed a facility size between 12 and 15,000 seats. Obviously, there wasn't a facility that size in the marketplace, which allowed us to then go to Torero Stadium, which is a beautiful soccer facility. It's had international matches, it's got NCAA matches, it's had MLS matches, and of course now some USL matches. But when we first came to the market, we were very clear that we needed to get to a 12 to 15,000 seat venue, and that we're going to try to do so in year 3. So we felt absolutely blessed to be invited by this group of developers, led by David Malmuth and Toll Brothers and Bridge Housing and Dennis Cruzan, and to consider building our modular facility on their property at the sports arena. So we participated in that bid. Hopefully you'll play a little role in going to learn a little bit about both projects that are currently being contemplated by the city and participate in that public process. But we just felt it was just an opportunity for us to really take this step forward, move forward with you to accomplish what we ultimately want to accomplish. And that is, a facility full of 25 to 35,000 people enjoying the best soccer in the country and ultimately having fun together. To do that, it's a big leap to go from 6,000 to 35,000 seats. So this allows us to take a step forward and do a proof of concept and make sure that number one, we can meet your needs and actually create a facility that you enjoy and love. This is the community that we really believe is, and I believe this my whole heart, that this is the capital of soccer in North America. It's, more people play it, more people watch it than any other community in the United States. And if you throw Tijuana in the mix, it greatly exasperates those numbers. We just don't know it yet, and the rest of the country doesn't know it yet. So once we build a facility like this and continue to sell it out, everyone else will know. And everyone will turn their heads and say, what's going on in San Diego? If we're building a brand, if we're helping to elevate a community, that is awesome. Most importantly, we're building pride within the region. And I think, having pride around your local soccer team is one of the best feelings you could ever have.
Team President Warren Smith, their vision for the Midway Sports and Entertainment District. One of the bids going in front of the city of San Diego with a decision to be made coming up this fall. We are scoreless at the break here at the University of San Diego. LA Galaxy 2 with San Diego Loyal. We continue at halftime.
The USL is proud to bring professional soccer back into our communities and across the ESPN family of networks. Follow your local club and don't miss these exciting matches coming up on ESPN2 or ESPN Deportes.
Conway, first chance, and buried for Atlanta.
Sante going for goal, what a strike! Catching Romero off his line.
One of the key components of USL clubs establishing reserve teams through the USL Academy League is the strategic alignment of long-term player development efforts. As opposed to the scholastic calendar that traditional youth leagues typically follow, and in an effort to further drive vertical integration, the USL Academy League will be the first pre-professional league to align with the American professional soccer calendar. Clubs will begin the year with a month-long preseason in February, followed by a 9-month regular season split into 3 cycles: spring, summer, and fall, concluding with USL Academy League playoffs before an off-season in December and January. Clubs will be able to move players fluidly through programs at select times throughout the year. These transfer windows strategically line the youth network, USL Academy team, and USL senior team even further. For more information, visit usl-academy.com.
Scoreless here at the break. San Diego Loyal, LA Galaxy 2. Neither side breaking through. And as we get into the USL for this week, you just heard from Warren Smith, the team president here, at that 15,000-seat stadium they're proposing for the next decade or so. One of the bids in the city of San Diego.
Yeah, and as we mentioned earlier, the planning and the vision for this club is just going to be exponential over the next few years.
USL, such a great stand that they have taken. You saw it in the pregame as well. And this is a condensed schedule here, folks. 16 matches for every side, and it's coming quick.
Yeah, and as we talked about, that condensed schedule, there's little to no room for error. Each and every game is so important when it comes to points.
After tonight, San Diego will have played 25% of their schedule already. They are atop Group B with Phoenix Rising, 7 points apiece there. Los Dos with 3. And the top 2 teams here of every group will advance to the playoffs.
And stats don't matter when it comes down to blowing that whistle. You look at last week, Los Dos lost 4-0. Loyal won their game, and right now Los Dos have the better of the possession. Soccer's a crazy game.
Vastly so, no doubt. Here is the updated scoreboard here. Tacoma, San Diego got that early win back at the start of the season, 3-0 on Portland Timbers on their number 2 club. So a lot going on here in the condensed schedule.
We like seeing that tie with Orange County and Phoenix. Leave some points out there. We'll take that in our bracket.
We are scoreless here at the break. The first 45 in the books. San Diego Loyal, LA Galaxy 2, scoreless through our first half from the University of San Diego.
What is this thing?
It's called the Cosmic Staff. It's extremely temperamental. You blew up a car.
I did it. It did.
Who are you?
Things could get really dangerous. This is our destiny.
I never thought there'd be another Star Man.
Star Girl.
Star Girl.
Tuesday at 8 on the CW San Diego.
I have good news for you. You have a huge heart and a mind that was able to imagine all of this.
You're helping to save lives.
Every day. Thank you for daring to imagine health differently.
Together, we're changing the future.
For good. For good.
For good.
For good.
Rated E for everyone.
At Chosen Foods, we are inspired by the vibrant culinary lifestyle of the Baja Med and, of course, by avocados. From our flagship avocado oil to our family of dressings, mayos, simmer sauces, and guacamoles, the versatility of all Chosen Foods avocado-based products offer you the freedom to be both healthy and creative in the kitchen. Join us in the sun-drenched utopia of Chosen Foods, the avocado. Celebrate it.
Scoreless here at the break. San Diego and Los Angeles tonight. The restart, the USL Championship, and we are scoreless, Shannon McMillan, through our first 45.
Yeah, and possession definitely falls the way of Los Dos, but Loyal, we've seen them have the better of the opportunities. Coach Landon would sure love to have one of those in the back of the net right now to try to take some sting out of what Los Dos are doing. Majority of the play has been in front of us because of Gutierrez on this left side, and Kempen flying all over the place, getting the most touches we've seen out of him. Here's a Tuahene with a great run in behind. Unfortunately, misses that to the near post. You've got to drive those to the back post, make the keeper make a save, and hope that you have a teammate trailing for the easy tap in. And Loyal gave away way too many corner kicks and weren't able to clear them when they came in the box, which led to a lot of scary opportunities like this fall in the way of Vasquez, who has been all over the field dominant on the defensive side and in the box.
This was perhaps the best chance of the night here. Some of these, not that, Tuahene with a chance to get it off of the post after some of the opportunities that LA had in the box, some of these lack of clearances. Tuahene, you have to think he's going to break through, especially the one he hits off the post.
With the chances and looks he's had on goal, that one just glanced off. It was a matter of inches there, but Vasquez has also been all over him, making some great sliding saves. And here we see Vasquez offensively missing an opportunity, and that was from a misclear on a corner kick. Loyal have to get the ball out of their box when that gets swung in.
This is it, the best chance of the night, right off the left post for Tuahene. And he has been dangerous up top, but he's had the opportunities. He has been absolutely dangerous. So San Diego, with their chances, now scoreless here in our first half, and we're ready for our second 45. As we get restarted here tonight, you heard him during the halftime break, but club president Warren Smith will join us here on the broadcast as we start off the second half of play tonight. San Diego with the early look, and Warren joins us now. What do you think of the restart here?
Jack, we couldn't be more thrilled. I mean, the whole league just to be back and to be doing what we love. Of course, we'd love to be doing it with fans, but right now it's just about keeping everybody safe and out of trouble, and it's a glorious night. But hopefully things go well the rest of the season.
Well, that's what Shannon and I said, was it's just an enormous thank you to those who are tuning in, because we know we can't be together. We know we can't be in what we saw with 6,100 here at Torero Stadium. It's just unfortunate the way the circumstances being what they are globally. It's just the way things are, but we thank everybody for tuning in because of what that means.
Absolutely. Well, most importantly, they're home and they're safe, right? And we see these numbers spike, and it makes us, we took a step back here in California. It's time now for us to really just hunker down and get through this together and just work on next year.
Let's talk about the Midway Sports Entertainment bid. The proposal for 48 acres, Midway District in San Diego. How did you guys get involved with the bid for David Malmuth and everybody in the group?
Jack, we're in the business of relationships, right? So we just started developing relationships and telling people what our vision is. And from day one, we've always said, hey, year 3, we'd like to move into a modular facility. This is a great facility here, but it's only 6,100 seats. And if we do everything right, then we know we're going to need somewhere between 12 and 15,000 seats. So we're telling people about that, and ultimately got invited by David Malmuth's Toll Brothers to come take a look at this property. And they put us on a part of the property that ultimately they will get to in 7 years, but gives us a chance to do what we need to do in the short term.
Yeah, it's a great stepping stone here. USD obviously brilliant with their 7,000 seat facility, as Galaxy get another corner opportunity. After Greenspan had that clear, this will be a throw-in. So it's kind of a stepping stone process for you guys as you build and build and build.
Yeah, so listen, we came to the market, we could have gone into a 12,000 seat facility in day one, but we didn't have one in this area. So, but you do have SDSU building a new football stadium. That's going to be 35,000 seats, which could work for us. But if we were to move from 6,000 to 35,000, we'd have a bunch of empty seats, and then ultimately, people will wait to buy tickets, and and life gets in the way. So ultimately, this is a great stepping stone for us to continue to grow relationships with people, and which is what we're in the business of. So we think it's perfect for us, and hopefully it goes well.
You're one of 2 bids that the city is considering now. In fact, the public comment period runs through tomorrow night.
Tomorrow 5, yeah.
Yeah, what do you need people to do, and how do you check it out?
Well, first of all, they need to go to the website, and all I'm asking is that they go to the city's website and really just understand what the 2 proposals are, and then let them choose. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we're pretty confident in our own proposal. 12-acre park. The other the competition's got a 5-acre of parks that are dispersed. We're one centralized park. You've got a music hall, you've got soccer, you've got a renovation of the arena, which they have not said they would do anything with. And at the end of the day, this is the best for San Diego. So we're just hopeful that that people will enjoy this and make their own choice. If they go to the website, that's all we ask.
John Kempen has been busy. He continues that in the early few minutes of the second half. Yeah, your proposal, the Loyal portion of this bid is just one part. It includes a $125 million renovation of the sports arena, the indoor arena, as well as a concert hall, and you mentioned the 12-acre park.
Well, listen, it's a very mixed-use development, right? We have a shortage of housing in San Diego, and we recognize that any project that the city's going to take out the bid needs to have some significant housing, but it's also got entertainment. It's got some retail, not nearly as much as they have. This is a retail mecca, right? So why do we need to add more retail? So we only have 130,000 square feet. They have 500,000. And that just adds more cars. The more square feet for retail, the more cars you have. We're all about the Midway District Plan and, frankly, trying to accomplish what the goals are there, and couldn't be more excited about what that will mean for the community there.
Well, and again, it's, the bid from the Loyal and the Midway Sports and Entertainment Complex is a much less dense version of that mixed-use 48 acres. It's a great opportunity in San Diego, but you guys put a lot into it without overwhelming the space.
Well, that's why why we said yes to this, frankly, because it was just a great plan. A 12-acre park in an area that's park poor, and keep in mind that we have a very deep rooted business here of the sports technologies. You got 50+ thousand jobs, a $6.3 billion economic engine, and this is a place for all those companies to showcase their technologies, let people come in, try out them, and then ultimately choose the product if they like it. Really, it's a combination of sports, entertainment, and of course a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, sports is a backbone of it. Entertainment is right there in the name of it. And as you said, your kind of plan of 7 to 10 years fits into how it can be built up over the next decade. It's not going to happen immediately there, but there are steps in place should your bid be selected.
Well, if we're selected, I think the first project that happens is the soccer field. It's modular, it's temporary nature, it's easier to permit. So we're going to run parallel permitting tracks, one for the entire development and then the other for the soccer stadium. And we really believe in that March 2020 we could be playing possibly 2022 in this new facility. And, again, 6,000 seats is wonderful. It's a beautiful facility here, but imagine going into 15,000 seats and ultimately what that will do for this club. At the end of the day, we're going to build a new facility that's 25,000 seats, or we'll play in SDSU's facility. But we got to grow. We have to grow relationships. We have to ultimately, take the risk out by moving into something else that works for us at this level.
So it can be built that quickly. That modular design, getting to 12, 15,000 seats, that can happen pretty quick.
Yeah, I've done this before, Jack. So at Sacramento, we built in 88 days. Helped Phoenix when they were turned around and the buyer came in. They built theirs in 52 days. So it's literally, somewhere between 52 and 88 days, depending on how much we do in the planning stage.
Wow.
If I may, it's an erector set project. It's not a hardcore construction project.
Yeah.
And the only underground hardcore construction is your electrical for the lights and the sewer connection. So it's much easier.
That's Sal Zizzo, who went down for the Loyal there. It'll be a restart for San Diego here as we are into the 53rd minute. Warren Smith is with us here, the club president, breaking down their bid. The public comment period for the city of San Diego runs through tomorrow night, Monday night, the 20th at 5 p.m.
5 p.m., yeah. Please go to the website, the city's website. All you have to do is, I think it's Sports Arena.
Sports Arena Input, yes.
Input.com, right? Or .org.
.org.
Yeah, and unfortunately, people have been speaking up. And, the thing I love about this, you're doing well when your competition starts bashing you, right? So all of a sudden they're saying that we don't have the capacity, but yet Toll's a, Fortune 500 company. And again, we've done this before. It's not brain surgery. It's ultimately just, managed growth and at the end of the day, having fun. The nice thing about this, though, Torero is wonderful, but we can't put the type of event around the event that we'd ultimately like to do. We want to have little soccer pitches for kids to run around in. We want to have bands, These events that we put on here are part soccer match, part party, and part family gathering. So, while it's nice here, at the end of the day, we still need some place around the facility ultimately to create that type of event.
Well, good luck. Thank you for the time. And the bid is up. SportsArenaInput.org right now, the city of San Diego through tomorrow night. Warren Smith, thank you very much for your time.
Jack, thanks. You're such a pro. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. There is Warren Smith as San Diego continues to be level with LA Galaxy 2 here into the second half. On to the 54th minute, we did have a pair of substitutions at the break. Elijah Martin coming on for Carlos Alvarez for San Diego. And Beverly Makangila, the Congo, on for Colin Martin. So 2 midfield substitutions for Landon Donovan and the Loyal at halftime. Remember, you can make 5 subs now as part of the restart rules for the USL. You can make 5 total substitutions at 4 different times during the match. Halftime and then 3 during the run of play. Staying on side here is Metcalf. And this will be a throw-in for San Diego. Again, a Tua Hene, that target up top for the Loyal. And now on to the restart. Remains scoreless. This is Grant Stoneman. We're joined again here by Shannon McMillan, our Hall of Famer, our gold medalist, our World Cup champion here. This home broadcast for the San Diego Loyal. Zizou plays it in right to the top of the net and fired wide. Makangila just on play here and with an opportunity to the left foot.
And that's a harder ball to hit than it looks. He does a great job to get contact on it, but he sure would have loved to get that more and make the Romero make a save there.
Beverly Makangila, Congo, one of the 2 midfield substitutions, and immediately on with a chance. See what changes San Diego makes here following the possession numbers that certainly favored Los Dos in the first half.
And you see on that far side, the right side, Elijah Martin and Metcalf. So it's almost as if Martin has to man mark Gutierrez because he caused so much havoc in that first half. So it looks like they're overloading that right side to limit the touches that Gutierrez gets.
Kempen, who had 4 saves in that first half, played very well for San Diego.
Yes, Kempen has had a busy night so far. In fact, he had more touches than Moshobani and Tua Hene. Between the 2 of them, they had 12 touches, and Kempen had 13. So he has had his busiest night so far, but he's been up to task, making some great saves back there.
And it has continued in the early few moments of the second period as well. Galaxy playing ahead. Gutierrez out wide. And that'll go as a throw-in. No, this will go back to San Diego. So it's off Gutierrez, and it remains on that far side.
And you saw right there, both Makangila and Martin collapsed on Gutierrez. They're not giving him any space. And we get a great touch off of the tackle. So it's our throw-in deep in our final third.
Elijah Martin from Fresno. He actually came up with the LA Galaxy youth system. Played 2 years for Los Dos. and was back with his hometown, Fresno, before coming here to San Diego. I've been impressed here with Ricardo Fierro. I think he's done a good job controlling things in our first 58 minutes.
Yeah, he and his ARs have made some great non-calls as well as some great calls to keep the game in hand too, because it did start to get a little bit chippy, but he sorted that out, and they're keeping the focus on soccer.
I'll stay with San Diego. Makangila playing it back to the near side. Avila for Zizo. Back for Makangila. It's something we didn't see too much of here. We saw it in the first couple minutes, and then as they switch sides, San Diego now with a chance. Into the box. Flag stays down. And now a whistle.
And the difference here is when Loyal get it, the ball's on the ground. When the ball's on the ground, the Loyal tend to have more of the possession. When the ball's up in the air and it's all a battles, that's when Los Dos are dominating the possession.
We kick off week 5 here of the USL Championship season. Monday night contest on ESPN2, Hartford Athletic. London United, their second seasons, the championship. Dillon Stadium, Group F. This is Group B here tonight. You're watching Group F action. It'll be Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time, coming up on ESPN2.
Already 15 minutes in, we've seen San Diego flip the possession from 37 in the first half to 63% for Los Dos. This half already, it's 53% to Loyal, 47% to Los Dos. But now, as we talked about, they've got to possess with the purpose, not only create those opportunities, but the execution has to be there.
Much better possession numbers in the first few minutes of period number 2. Even if it, kind of equalizes out a little bit more, even that's a big improvement.
Absolutely, and those 4-0 games, those are not the norm. So it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a grind, especially in these condensed version of a season and playing these teams over and over. There's going to be that familiarity. You're going to have to fight for everything.
And again, another good no call. San Diego able to clear now. And we're going to get a sub. So Galaxy will use their first sub. San Diego's used 2 for Landon Donovan's side. And now Junior Gonzalez will send on Adrian Vera, Norwalk from the Galaxy Academy.
For LA Galaxy into the match, number 49.
And he replaces Sebastian Nava up on that right wing.
Sebastian Nava.
Long. You heard our friend Darren Smith there on the PA tonight. He and Jordan Caruth, the Unnamed Soccer Podcast, have our pre- and post-game coverage on the San Diego Loyal Facebook page. 30 minutes before and after every match. Here's Kempen. Well, San Diego Loyal tonight's wearing their Black Lives Matter alternate kits. They're available for you at soccerloco.com. Soccer Loco locations in person as well. 10% of the profits of each sale go toward the Association of African American Educators here in San Diego. And these BLM jerseys are sharp and they are important. And it's a huge, wonderful move for San Diego. And in fact, they look great as well. It's just an added bonus to what this team is talking about, and it's wonderful.
Saw a great spell of possession there with changing it across the park. Jack plays it back in, but a little bit lacking there on that final third through ball. They need to keep this and then create an opportunity.
Makangila draws the whistle.
Makangila is a great substitute at halftime. He's made a difference already. He's getting touches on the ball. He's doing a great job moving the ball from side to side, changing the point of attack, which is what was lacking a little bit in that first half.
Yeah, only 19 years old, good size, great energy, and that's what you're looking for when you're coming off the bench. Fresh legs, you're getting in there.
Absolutely, and he might be young, but he knows the game, and he is just a great guy. He's playing out there with his heart. He brings so much energy to this team.
Charlie Adams swings it across to the far side. Into the 64th minute and still scoreless tonight. Galaxy 2, San Diego Loyal from Torero Stadium. First game back here in this facility in 4.5 months as we all grapple with the pandemic. Avila playing it ahead, looking for Atua Hene, who was so dangerous in that first half. Atua Hene battling, and it's going to be a corner for San Diego.
That was a great job by Loyal. They had too many numbers in that final third. They played it all the way back to Kempen to reset. He has a great ball, delivers that on a dime to Avila. And Atua Hene is able to create a corner kick.
So here's Jack Metcalf. Haven't seen too many corners tonight from San Diego. Galaxy have had that advantage. Here is Metcalf to swing it in. Headed away, and this will be a throw-in. Stoneman. They've switched Greenspan back into the middle of that back formation just for the moments.
Yeah, Zizo's pushed up, so they're sliding across, dropping in Elijah Martin. And you see Jack right there because he's almost been given the green light to switch sides. He and Avila have switched right now. It's because he was over here to take the corner kick, see if he can cause some damage on the left side.
And San Diego drops back into that four-man back line now. With Stoneman back into that center role. Quick whistle, we're gonna get a card here.
Yeah, Elijah Martin's just a step too slow. Unfortunately on that tackle.
So the Fresno native who came on at half picks up a yellow here for San Diego.
Yellow card for number 3, Elijah Martin.
Yeah, and you can see there, he feels the pressure coming fast. He just does a little chip and still gets clipped there. Again, another good call by the referee.
Zizo's right there to break things up. Makangila, who's played well since his appearance at the half. Now Avila. Back from Moshabane. Moshabane playing right below for most of this match, below Atua Hene up top here. Avila challenged. 3 white jerseys all around him. And the official says play on. Again, another good advantage call from Fierro. It could have been a handball call. Instead, decided to keep it with Galaxy. Had possession.
Loyal seem a bit more organized and patient this half when they get the ball, but also defensively. They don't seem to be in that panic that we saw a little bit, but that's because they're winning more battles and they're able to keep it with cleaner touches.
A chance here. Top of the box. Jorge Hernandez. Play it back. Mauricio. A chance to switch. On Tavares. And out wide. Vera came on again. Greenspan is there. Quick whistle here. Atuahene taken down. It was a nice give and go between Moshabani and Atuahene.
Yeah, and Atuahene actually had the defender beat there. A great little move. So defensively for Los Dos, that's a great foul because he was going to be in and off to the races. So that was very smart on Los Dos' part to foul there.
Absolutely. Give up a little bit of ground. Absolutely right. Elijah Martin mixing it up there, but Los Dos with a chance down the left side of their formation. In the middle of the line, Hernandez, top of the box, out wide. This is Vera, in with the left foot, swings it in, it's just kicked wide. Again, Kempin gets a hand on it, and it's out wide.
That is the save of the game. If Kempin does not get a hand on that, that is bending into that back post. It's a great try by Vera and an even better save here by Kempin.
Wow. I mean, he has had a night so far here.
Yeah, he gets it wide, and he does a great job to bring it in, set up his left foot, and that ball is bending. There's zero doubt that would have bent into that back post if Kempin doesn't get fully extended and just get a fingertip on that to use the momentum to push it wide.
It does result in another corner, though, for the Galaxy. They swing it in. Greenspan right there to clear things away.
Joe says no.
Joe says no. And finally, San Diego was able to push it away. Here's Kempin again. See, they were able to clear it. Finally, Loyal was able to clear out that box.
Yeah, by Joe winning that header so decisively, it gives them time to step out. So when that ball's reserved back into the box, Kempin has the space, the time to come and get that. In the first half, things were bouncing around in there, keeping Kempin pinned on his line, and too many opportunities for Los Dos.
Good clearance from Greenspan. On the defense. Scoreless again, heading into the 70th minute tonight. Loyal had their chances in the first half, in particular Francis Atuahene, who went off the post on his best one, his best look.
Outside of that opportunity that Los Dos just had, that was clearly one of the better opportunities of the game. And when you have a battle like this, unfortunately it's probably going to come down to who makes a mistake and who's there to capitalize it, because they're battling their hearts out there, and they're trying to unlock each other.
On to Veros. Able to switch, and again, this is Vero who just took that last opportunity. Again with the left foot, this time across, and Greenspan is there. It will result in another corner for Los Dos.
Yeah, but if Joe doesn't step there, you've got Gutierrez again on that far side. He had time to take it down and potentially get a shot off, so I think Greenspan will be happy to have a corner there and not someone rifling off a shot right there.
So again, it's another corner. Mauricio will take this one. Galaxy able to build up their academy, their USL team, even taking 4 players all the way to Orlando. Into the box here, and it'll be our first one of the night. Taken in Los Dos with the early advantage. And a header in for Jesus Vasquez, who has been brilliant all night.
Yeah, and as much trouble as he caused in the first half, you can't leave him wide open like that. And ironically, that's the play that Loyal had drawn up, tried that in the first half, but didn't have the success.
Well, Vasquez has had a brilliant match. He has been all over the place. He has been dangerous on corners all night as well, and he puts the first one in on a short play.
Yeah, and you see this, they draw the backs out, a great header across, and no one picks up Vasquez, who's just hiding in that spot. Easy header for him, and in fairness, he deserves it with as hard as he's worked tonight and as much impact as he's had defensively and on the attack. That's just a beautiful finish, a well-drawn up set piece for Los Dos.
Well, Vasquez finally gets one in. He has had his opportunities, and it's a 1-0 advantage for the Galaxy. On for San Diego, their third sub of the night. Yair Jayan out of Panama City has come on to replace Atuahene up top for Landon Donovan and the Loyal. Now again, another opportunity, long form here off wide right. Jorge Hernandez.
And Atuahene has done a lot of running up there, so this is a smart sub to get some fresh legs out wide. Avila's moving in more central. And what's going to be important now is how Loyal respond. They need to find this goal, get it back, and draw even quickly.
Much different circumstances than the last match that was played here. A dangerous one as Galaxy actually get to it and keep it for possession. A dangerous play. But much different circumstance where Las Vegas, last time we were at this field, scored so early and San Diego battled and battled and battled until Charlie Adams found one. Now, there's not much time left for a response for San Diego in this one.
Yeah, and that's why it's going to be important for them to stay calm, stick to their game plan, and look to be more effective and efficient in that final third.
As Shannon pointed out, Eric Avila from La Costa Canyon High School here in San Diego has pushed up, become much more central, and is pushing forward. Stoneman across the pitch. And here is Giant, who's just on for his first opportunity, the 22-year-old from Panama City. Nearly had a break around the right side, but it will go back to the Galaxy 2.
And Giant's a player that's very crafty on the ball. He's very good 1v1, so what coaches are trying to get out of him is to beat someone out wide, see how they can get a cross in and get some opportunities in the final third.
So this is the hydration break for the second half. Remember, we have one in each half here during the restart. They had 4.5 months off for these guys, so health is of paramount importance in the restart here. More subs are being allowed. It's a different flow and feel. But as the restart and condensed season gets going, you're playing more matches, and so this is a good break.
Yeah, and all these changes are meant for the well-being of the players. Obviously, having a 2-week preseason when they've been shut down, you know, their rhythm and all the training that they've done before, all of a sudden they have 3 weeks off now, or 3 months off. Now it's only 2 weeks to get back up to game fit and jump right back into season. So this is all about the health of the players. And in fairness right now, I'm sure Landon and Nate are taking full advantage of this opportunity. Calm the guys down, give them some pointers of what they see out there, and keep them fired up so they can find that equalizer.
It would be an equalizer from the strike. Jesus Vasquez put in the back of the net. He has been dangerous, the captain for Los Dos tonight. And this off of a short corner. He was in great position.
Yeah, this is a great ball bent to the far post. We get caught ball watching a little bit there. It goes past Greenspan, and Vasquez is wide open. When you push out and then that ball's played back across, the first thing is find the players, get a mark on them. That is just way too easy for Vasquez because he's wide open.
Vasquez nearly had one of these in the first half off of a corner. He had a chance for 2 tonight, but he puts this one in, and it's been so far our only chance for either side. Well, as we restart here off the second half hydration break, you can follow your team, whether that's San Diego Loyal, LA Galaxy 2, the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+. It's the home of the USL, the MLS, the UFC, and plenty more. 8 million sports fans have already discovered ESPN+. You can watch the championship live every week and sign up today at ESPNplus.com. So 1-0 in favor of Los Dos. Can San Diego respond in our remaining time? And Donovan has used 3 of his substitutions so far. He's trying to push forward with Giant and Makangila. As we come back to the restart here, 77th minute, a 1-goal advantage for the Galaxy.
And you'll see as the game goes on and gets later in the game, Loyal will continue to press, and there is going to be an opportunity out there for them. It's just going to be, again, that execution in that final third.
I thought Atua Hene had so many of those chances in the first half. He is off now, but in particular, the one that went off the post. A quick whistle here. Greenspan whistled for the push.
Yeah, that's a clear foul. When you get both hands on him, that's definitely going to make it easy on the referee to make that call. I think he's playing it up a little bit here, Williams. But they're going to try to milk the clock at this point, too. It comes down to game management. Los Dos, last thing they want to do is allow Loyal to find a rhythm and become dangerous.
After a 4-goal decision on the wrong side for Galaxy during their restart, they have come out and have been much better in terms of possession. They keep it here on a wide pass.
And I'm sure that Coach Gonzalez is just more than pleased with how his team has responded. That's a crippling defeat to lose 4-0 and then come back against Loyal sitting at top of the table and battle like they have tonight. I'm sure Coach is very pleased so far.
San Diego looking for a switch here. Do get it over to Stoneman, but it's taken away. It's Vera again, who had the great shot earlier. Adams moving forward. Avila with a chance against 2 defenders, and it's played back. Abraham Romero out of Pasadena. And goal tonight for Los Dos. There's a chance on the counter. Elijah Martin leading the charge for San Diego down the left side of the formation. There's 3 defenders all over him here, and a whistle going to put it to San Diego. A nice chance here deep in Galaxy territory.
And Elijah does well there because he takes his look. He doesn't see anyone in the box for Loyal, so he holds it up there. He draws 3 defenders and draws the foul. So he made something out of nothing there. And now when you have someone like Charlie on the ball with his left foot, it's a great opportunity for Loyal, and well done by Elijah Martin.
You know, we've talked so much, let's use an example of the referee about a non-call, right? Well, there's a non-move. Don't force it. Keep it here. He had 3 defenders, and he drew a foul.
Exactly. He made something out of nothing. That's the nuances of the game and the game management. That was well done by Elijah Martin.
We are going to get a substitution for Los Dos. Yvonne Gutierrez will come off, and Victor Valdez will be in. So Valdez will enter just before the set piece that Charlie Adams will take for the Loyal. And here we go. Here's that left foot. Adams sends it into the box, high into the air, across the face of goal, and nobody's home. Avila tracks it down to the corner far side. Right to the post, and it's going to be a goal kick. So Adams coming across there, and the lanes just weren't aligned for San Diego.
And that's a dangerous ball because it's bending away from Romero, so he kind of got stuck on his line. Greenspan actually had a decent look at it, but it took a deflection right before it came to him, which played right out of his path. So that's unfortunate there because Greenspan was there, but a good, dangerous ball by Charlie Adams.
Edwin Lara is now on. He'll replace the captain, Sal Zizzo, for San Diego. Lara out of Berkeley, California, the 20-year-old who comes over from Liga MX. He's played for both during his youth career, both the Mexican and U.S. national teams. And so Lara will get his first look immediately since coming on for Zizzo in that back line. Up top, here's Martin again. Nice touch. Moshabane now keeps possession. Moshabane quickly across Martin. Galaxy able to defend. Now Lara. Moshabane right through. Oh, the rebound had a chance at it. A dangerous play. Galaxy are able to escape. Kempen is well out here. Makangila tracks it down. And he'll be fouled.
And that's great defensive work by Makangila. Los Dos, you don't need to foul him there. You let him out of trouble. It was 2v1 there. If you stand him up, you're going to pick his pocket, but instead they foul him. Makangila, that's great defensive presence, the work rate to get all the way back because Lara had pushed forward.
Greenspan taking it away there, but a lane is created. And we're going to get a whistle here and a foul. It's going to be a card. So Makangila, who was recovering, Greenspan had stepped up, and it created a wide open lane. It'll be a yellow.
Yeah, Makangila recognizes that, realizes that Los Dos are throwing players forward. So again, that's a smart foul. I'm sure the coach is going to be okay with him picking up that yellow card because caught out of position. He kills the play, gives Loyola time to catch their breath now, get back behind the ball. That's well done by Makangila.
He's played very well. The Congo native, the 19-year-old, since coming on as a sub at halftime for Landon Donovan and the Loyal.
That's what's exciting for the Loyal. He's 19, and he's already, you felt his presence out there in this second half at 19 years old. A few more years with the leadership on the field, as well as these players that he's getting the opportunity to play alongside and all their experiences, and he's going to be set up. You're going to hear that name for a long time to come on many different levels.
Quick injury restart here. Galaxy with that advantage.
And if you're Los Dos, it's late in the game. Those injuries are going to take just a few more seconds to shake off because they're trying to kill the clock. At the same time, this referee's done such a great job, but you know he's going to add that time on to the extra time at the end.
Monteveros out of Texas. Played for Rio Grande Valley, and then coming over here to the LA Galaxy side. Here we go on the restarts. Lara. It will create actually a goal kick. A nice play again. Well, defense there.
That's a great job by Lara to play that off of the Los Dos and get a goal kick.
Stoneman now pushing ahead. Nice switch. Makangila goes to the far side. This is Metcalf. Playing it back and forth with Avila. Stoneman on the switch. Time winding down here for San Diego. Goal advantage for the Galaxy. And that one will be played back. Well, the next match for the Loyal will be Las Vegas. Second time this season after the opener. Then the inaugural match, March 7th. Now, the next one will come on Saturday, the 25th. It'll be at 7 p.m. You can watch it live right here on CW San Diego, presented by Chosen Foods. All the way back in. And Romero is there.
And if you're around this technical staff, Coach Nate and Coach Landon, they always talk about valuing the ball. Take care of the ball. Make your teammate look good with your passes. And Loyal's been able to do that, but it's fallen apart in that final third in this second half. The little final pass that could set their teammate up, it just isn't there right now. It's lacking, and they're not creating those opportunities like they did in the first half.
The first half was punctuated by Francis Atuahene and his opportunities. Had one go off the post. Adams. 3 defenders surrounding him. And we'll go to San Diego. We're going to get a substitution here. Emra Clementa from Montenegro, the 29-year-old, is going to come on for San Diego. And he's going to replace Eric Avila, the Costa Canyon product.
And this is interesting. Little tactic here. Greenspan is now up top. I think what they're going to look to get out of him is someone to hold the ball and set play and let everyone run off of him, as well as winning those long balls in the air.
So Greenspan now becomes the 9, the target forward in this formation for San Diego, going from right fullback up top to playing striker. And the tallest player on the field becomes that target for Landon Donovan. Whistle here, we're going to get, there's been multiple fouls, and a yellow is going to be issued to San Diego. And it's Yair Jayan who gets the yellow, Panama City.
It's probably a good thing that the referee was focused on this one. You'll see he's a step late, comes in, just clips him, but on that back end of that Makangila also clicks Valdez. So that could have been a second yellow for Makangila, so it's probably a good thing Jayan picked up that yellow card and not Makangila.
It's an excellent point. So we have another substitution for the Galaxy. Alejandro Alvarado is coming on. And he'll replace Ontiveros for Junior Gonzalez in the Galaxy. That one's headed out wide. Sprouts Farmers Market is bringing something fresh to the neighborhood. You can enjoy the best in farm fresh produce, high quality meats, aisles of good for you groceries, and some surprises along the way. Head over to see what's in season. Visit sprouts.com for the details. Again, with the shift in formation, Greenspan, the tallest player on the field, is up top here for San Diego. Let it wide. This is Williams. And another chance here. Top of the box, fired away right at John Kempen.
Saldana is going to wish he did a little bit better with that. Clementa was left 1v2 there. Does a great job to stop the first one, but unfortunately plays it right to Saldana, who luckily just plays it right at Kempen.
Saldana's had a great night. He's up around 96% of his passes. Incredibly accurate night for the Galaxy. And that one goes right to the goalkeeper. Quick whistle. Jorge Hernandez is down for the Galaxy, and we're approaching, see what kind of stoppage we get here for these two sides.
Yeah, again, and those little kicks and knocks are going to take a little bit longer, but I think you're going to see this game open up even more in these final 11 minutes plus whatever additional time there is, because Loyal have to find that equalizer, so they're starting to throw numbers up. Lara was just pushed all the way up on the left flank, which left Clementa back there 1v2 after Stoneman got beat out wide, so they're going to look to take their chances.
And we have word now there will be 5 minutes at least of stoppage time added on here. So Loyal with 5 more minutes of opportunity. Here's Greenspan, his first try up top. Beautifully headed wide. And an opportunity to the right side of the box. Oh, just outside. A quick whistle. It's going to go to San Diego. This is just outside the box. Greenspan with a perfectly placed header. And the foul is drawn just to the top of the box. A yellow for the captain, Jesus Vasquez.
Yellow card issued to number 62.
So Tumi Moshabane drawing that contact.
And this is clearly a yellow card there. He is by him. He's in the box. Vasquez is actually lucky he had a couple defenders to his right there, because he could have been very well the last player, and that could have been a red card. But Moshabane does a great job, because Vasquez has been solid tonight. That's the first mistake I've seen him make all night. And now this is a sweet spot for Charlie Adams. Let's see if he can capitalize and make Vasquez and Los Dos pay for that foul.
There'll actually be 6 minutes of stoppage time here, so the official's putting one more on. 6 minutes of stoppage time at least here. Charlie Adams, the hero of March 7th, pulling San Diego even with Vegas 4 months ago. Now lines up just outside the box. The left-footed Englishman lining up here with an opportunity to even things in the 91st minute. Adams swings it in, it's going to be high. So good opportunity. Greenspan, by the way, you pointed out, Shannon, right up top there. And he's up top as that point forward, beautifully placing it.
And you know what, if Moshabane would have been fouled and would have finished that, that would have been the coaching move of the year.
Yep.
Put your right center back up top looking for that play, because that was beautifully done by Joe, and deceptive enough that it gave Moshabane enough time and space to get a full head of steam to run at Vasquez and pick up the foul.
And the foul does not hurt the Galaxy. So we're back with these 6 minutes of stoppage time now. Quick whistle. That's going to go to San Diego. Adams, who just set one high on the last restart, and go from midfield now. He swings it wide. An opportunity. Metcalf high into the box. Lara's going to try and track this one down. Oh, a nifty move from Adams. Turns it around. Top of the box, and he's drawn a whistle. No, there's no whistle here. Referee waves it off. Adams went down, The referee waved him off, and it's back to San Diego.
And you see John Kemp in there playing a little sweeper-keeper. He was high enough out of his box that through ball, he was able to get on the end of that. Otherwise, Williams would have been off to the races with a clear look on goal.
Goes out wide, stays with San Diego. Greenspan the target again. That's a great point. Kempen coming off his line. He's had a heck of a match. Greenspan high into the air. Back to the top of the box. Try for the one-timer. Martin pulling it down. Back to Adams. Lara with the left foot, it's blocked. Now, Makangila sending it back on through, and nobody's home.
Just a little too heavy on that final pass. He actually had Metcalf. If he found his feet, Metcalf would have been able to maybe do some magic like we just saw Charlie do with that spin move. But it's just a little heavy, easy pickup from Romero, and now he's going to slow play it and try to take the sting out of what Loyal's been building these last few minutes.
The USL's elite pre-professional platform, the USL Academy, allows clubs across the USL to build a pathway to pro soccer, bringing together local youth talents. The success of the first Academy Cup events, now clubs can apply to participate in the USL Academy League. This kicks off in the spring of 2021. You can find information online, usl-academy.com, or search hashtag USL Academy on your social media accounts.
You see the gamesmanship. Los Dos are in no hurry to get this throw in. Toomey's trying to help him out, but they don't want his help right now.
Got about 2 minutes left. Saldana, who has been incredibly accurate, his passes tonight. Hernandez now out wide. Williams. And Hernandez taking it all the way to the touchline. See what Elijah Martin can do here on the restart as San Diego goes with less than 2 minutes. Trying for the equalizer.
Yeah, still plenty of time if they can get some possession and move this ball down the field to create another opportunity.
Greenspan was bumped. Goes right on back to Los Dos. Through for Williams. Gonna go to San Diego. And just about 1 minute left. Clementa, who came on late, assumed that back line role. Played ahead, looking for Greenspan again. Another great position. This time Los Dos was back with 2 defenders on Moshabani this time, not taking any chances.
Yeah, they've smartened up and trying to close him down, but Yayan didn't get enough time to get up there to get on the end of that, because that deflection actually set up really well on that right side if someone had made that run.
Final seconds here at Torero Stadium tonight. Playing it ahead. Makangila battling, and they'll play it ahead. The flag stays down there.
And that was such a thoughtful little ball played in by Saldana. Instead of playing that driven long ball to the corner that Kempkin could have maybe ran out for, he puts a little bit loft on that, lets it spin in, and there it is, killed off the clock. That's your final. 1-0 Los Angeles with the victory in San Diego. Match number 4 on the year for the Loyal in the books. And they come away with just the 7 points through 4 matches now. It's definitely a tough loss for Loyal, but it's their first loss of the year. They knew this bracket was going to be the bracket of death. They know they have their work cut out for them. They're going to regroup. They will have a response for next weekend. And coming into this, we weren't sure how Los Dos were going to respond, but they rolled up their sleeves and got to work and go home now with the 3 points that much needed for them. Jesus Vasquez, the game winner. We're right back here in San Diego.
Really, I don't need all the hoopla. What do you mean? You know the cars that drive like 1,000,000 miles an hour? Yeah, right. Yeah, beautiful winding roads. Oh, never another car in sight. Yeah, just give me a car that looks good, drives great, and is reliable as the day is long. Yeah, and just give people the numbers on it, plain and simple. Exactly. That's all I need. Perfect. Right? Yeah, this is great. It's not complicated. Yeah, I like that Toyota.
We make it easy.
Hurry into Sprouts Farmers Market for your favorite summer fruits. From the sweetest cherries, mouth-watering melons, and the juiciest peaches and nectarines. Shop the freshest produce at the best prices only at Sprouts Farmers Market.
We are loyal to our community, our region, and our culture. Through this beautiful game, we build camaraderie, pride, and experiences that will live for generations to come. Loyal is more than just our name. It's our mantra. We will always celebrate what it means to be San Diego. For now, for always, for San Diego.
Well, it is a 1-0 win for LA Galaxy 2, Los Dos, with a goal victory tonight. Our goal of the match presented by Rocket League. Jesus Vasquez with our goal in the match, and that is our game winner here tonight. The captain for Los Dos gets our goal of the match presented by Rocket League. On the other side, what a night for John Kempen, who had the save of the match, brought to you by Stone Brewing.
Yeah, and as we said all night, John was definitely the busiest we've seen him all season long. He made some tremendous saves right there. He spreads out, able to knock that ball down, and then consistently was just finding the pathways to just keep blocking him out. The goal that Vasquez scored, there was nothing he could do because he was about 3 yards out, wide open with the head.
And Kempen is also our man of the match, brought to you by Chosen Foods. He played off his line well. He played back on the line well. He did everything.
Yeah, but, you know, as a true goalkeeper, he's going to be kicking himself for letting that one in. You know, but at the end of the day, I think he's going to look back and realize he kept the team in the game a lot longer with some of these tremendous fingertip saves, just redirecting him. That's someone that's going to sleep well tonight.
That one with the right hand there was a beauty. Just got a piece of it and was able to bat it away. Keep San Diego right in this one. So it is a 1-0 victory for Los Dos. And again, Jesus Vasquez, I thought, had a great night here, getting in, especially on those corners.
Yeah, Vasquez, he was so effective not only as a center back, but any chance he got on a set piece to get up in that final third in that box, he was creating trouble. Beyond the goal he scored, he also had a good look in the second half with his head that he found himself wide open. If he had a glance, he would have realized he had more time. So he definitely was player for Los Dos, both ends of the field, and has the composure to put that game winner away.
How about Francis Atuahene? I mean, this one off the post was the best chance all night for San Diego. I thought Atuahene had a heck of a match, especially in that first period.
Yeah, and that look right there, if he bent it just a little bit more, you almost wonder what the rest of the game would have been like had he found the back of the net there, because he was getting in. He had a couple of good looks, and we talked about that. You've got to finish your opportunities early or it comes back to bite you. And there you see another Kempen save. That's one of his best saves of the night. Full extension and just barely got his fingertips on it, but enough to knock it wide.
Kempen, a guy who played 8 years in the Major League Soccer ranks, now down here. I mean, this is he was kind of battered all night there, back and forth, and that's the goal from Vasquez.
Yep, and Loyal's going to look at this and realize he's wide open. He dang well better score that goal. They got to clean up a little bit. We saw that in the first half, too. They weren't clearing it wide enough. That one wasn't off of a clear, but they didn't pick up their marks after the reserve.
Well, Shabani had a couple of opportunities late, drew the late foul, but in the end, it's a 1-0 victory for Los Angeles. Our man of the match, presented by Chosen Foods, again, John Kempen, the 26-year-old goalkeeper from Kansas who kept San Diego right in this one.
Absolutely, and it's a well-deserved honor for him. I guarantee if you ask him, he'd say he'd rather not have that goal go in versus the individual honor. But he played his heart out tonight. He did well, a lot of beautiful highlight saves.
Well, we will see you on Saturday of next weekend, San Diego's next matchup here on the 25th. Again, an enormous thank you from all of us here at the Loyal and within the broadcast booth. We know what the circumstances are out there, and we appreciate you tuning in to us here tonight and throughout the rest of the restart season. For our Hall of Famer, Shannon McMillan, I'm Jack Cronin signing off here tonight from Torero Stadium in San Diego. The Loyal coming back for the first time in 4 months. On the wrong end of a 1-0 decision. We'll see you next weekend.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.